I'm slightly disappointed that we have a PhD graduate, as in yourself, who is very familiar with the research process, where one of your angles to discredit the evidence there is that look at who funded it. Now, I'm sure you're familiar with the peer review process. I'm sure you're familiar with the stringent protocols that many medical journals have in place to reduce bias from industry funded research. That can be in the form of many different types of obstacles. For example, many journals require an independent statistician to oversee the data. Many journals require a thorough peer review process who are separate from industry, who can critique the findings and look for any evidence of foul play. That can then be reported back to the authors to say, look, this doesn't make sense, report your findings more accurately. Yeah. There are now many scientists and researchers like yourself, like myself as well. I'm also conducting research in nutrition as well. We have a very difficult time combating pseudoscientific influencers online who, as a quick, broad stroke of the brush, just disregard any evidence that is funded by industry because they're not familiar with research and the scientific process and the obstacles that academic researchers have to go through to get something published. I think you're falling into the same playbook that many wellness grifters who aren't educated fall into, because funding only becomes a problem when it's going against their narrative. But there are many examples of industry funded research that actually go against the funders' desire or the funders' wish. Big Dairy has funded research showing that actually, seed oils are more beneficial to health than butter, right? Big Beef has funded research that shows there's no difference between plant protein and beef protein when it comes to certain outcomes of muscle protein synthesis. So the idea that funding is a problem when it goes against your narrative, I think is not suitable for an academic researcher like yourself to use. Now, I wonder what you think about that.